8 plants I regret planting in my garden, what nobody told me. I've been gardening for over 20 years, and if I could go back in time, I would never plant these 8 plants again. Some of them looked harmless, some looked beautiful. One of them almost caused a serious accident in my family. And the worst part? It all started perfectly fine. If you are planning to plant anything this year, stop for a moment. Because what looks good in year 1 can completely change your garden by year 3. Let me show you exactly what I learned the hard way. Plant 1 Shasta Daisy. Shasta daisies were the first mistake. They looked perfect, clean white flowers. Classic garden look, no warning signs at all. The first year was beautiful. Everything bloomed exactly as expected. But by year 3, something changed. They didn't just grow. They spread everywhere. Into paths, into other flower beds, even into places I never planted them. What I didn't understand was this. Each flower produces hundreds of seeds that travel easily in the wind. And by the time you notice it, it's already too late. Plant 2. Orange Daylily. Orange daylilies are sold as low maintenance. That phrase should always be a warning sign. They survived everything, and that was the problem. Heat, drought, neglect, nothing stopped them. But underground, they were spreading through thick roots that kept multiplying. Breaking soil and days of backbreaking work. A $5 plant became a $500 removal problem. Plant 3. Ribbon grass. Ribbon grass looked elegant. Soft movement, beautiful stripes, perfect for borders. But within a few years, it stopped respecting borders entirely. It moved under fences, into other beds, even into areas far from where it was planted. What I learned too late is that it spreads through underground rhizomes. And once it starts moving, it doesn't stop easily. Plant 4. Obedient plant. The name is ironic. There is nothing obedient about this plant. It spreads aggressively through underground stems that break and regenerate. What started as a small cluster became a garden takeover within a few seasons. And once it enters established flower beds, removing it becomes almost impossible without damaging everything around it. Plant 5. Periwinkle. Periwinkle is sold as the perfect solution for shade and erosion. And for the first year, it is exactly that. But then it begins to spread under everything. Under fences, into lawns, into other plants. It doesn't compete. It replaces. Plant 6. Lily of the Valley. This one is beautiful and dangerous in a different way. It spreads slowly underground, quietly, until one day it is everywhere. And worse, it is toxic if handled incorrectly. Something that looks harmless can become a long-term problem you didn't expect. Plant 7. Chameleon plant. This plant looked exotic. Green, pink, cream all in one leaf. But it spreads aggressively in every direction. Wet soil, dry soil, sun, shade, it doesn't care. And once it establishes, it becomes extremely difficult to remove completely. Plant 8. Rue. This is the one I regret the most. Rue is often sold as a decorative herb. Beautiful, historical, harmless looking. But what I didn't know is that it can cause serious skin reactions when exposed to sunlight. In my case, a child in my family brushed against it and developed painful skin blisters shortly after. That was the moment I removed it completely. Some plants are not just garden choices, they are safety decisions. After 30 years of gardening, I learned 3 things the hard way. First, always research how plant behaves after year 2. Second, always consider the cost of removal, not just purchase price. Third, always check safety, not just appearance. Because in gardening, the real problem is never year 1. It is year 3. If this saved you from one mistake, subscribe. Because most gardening advice shows you how things look, not how they end.